Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Darrell Owens, LegacyMaker Sports Network. We are so glad to be here with you today. We've got a great broadcast coming your way as we have the 12-1 VCU Rams taking on the 11-3 Richmond Spiders. We got women's college basketball coming your way on the LegacyMaker Sports Network. So once again, everybody, thank you all for tuning in. Truly enjoy the broadcast, and we'll be back in just a few minutes after a word from our sponsors. Today's broadcast is being sponsored by Hustle Indefinitely. Remember, part-time is not an option. Hustle indefinitely. This is a mindset you must keep in order to reach your goals. Reaching your goals will not be easy, and many will try to discourage you, making it more challenging, but in the end, will make you stronger mentally and physically. So no matter what, don't quit, don't give up. Remember, it's not just a clothing line, it's a way of life. Black Sheep, the new movie from Legendary Cultural Films. It's about a young hustler trying to make the transition from the streets, becomes an outcast and the target, and then it turns to war in the city. The brand new movie, Black Sheep, from Legendary Cultural Films, coming out soon on Tubi. A Smidgen of Philly, located at 16450 Court Street, Amelia, Virginia, 23002. And you can reach them at the phone number 804-561-1372. They do everything Philly style. They have water ices, Italian ice, and they also do Philly cheesesteaks with a lot more products to come. So make sure you check out A Smidgen of Philly in Amelia, Virginia. Big Jack's Cooking. You can reach Big Jack at 8830 Audubon Road, Amelia, Virginia, 23002. Or reach him at phone at 804-405-0330. And by email at bigjackscooking@gmail.com. Jack once told us on the broadcast, if it's comfortable, we'll cook it. They specialize in soul food cuisine. Make sure you check out Big Jack's Cooking. Bernard's Towing. If you find yourself in a jam and need help getting your vehicle out of a tough situation, Bernard's Towing is there to help you get your car where it needs to be. Remember, call us once and be hooked. You can contact us at 804-380-2774 or at 804-495-5111. Last but not least, Bates Virtual Health and Consultants, LLC, with Dr. Demetria Bates. You can reach her at www.batesvirtualhealth.com or by phone at 804-608-9202. Head over to our website to check out all of the great services that we can provide you. Once again, everybody, thank you all for tuning in to the LegacyMaker Sports Network. We've got Richmond Spiders basketball today as they take on crosstown rival, the VCU Rams. This is going to be a good matchup today. The 12-1 VCU Rams taking on the 11-3 Richmond Spiders. We want to give a quick shout out once again to our sponsor for today's broadcast, Bates Virtual Health and Consultants, LLC. You can reach them at www.batesvirtualhealth.com or by phone at 804-608-9202. We'll be back here in just a second for the starting lineups. Right now, we have the national anthem coming your way. welcome. We are back here on the LegacyMaker Sports Network to bring you this audio broadcast of today's big-time hashtag battle of the 804 matchup between the VCU Rams and the Richmond Spiders. The starting lineups are being introduced as we speak. Starting for the VCU Rams, you got number 0, Sarah Tibiasu, averaging 12.9 points a game. She is the catalyst of this VCU team, and the matchup between her and Grace Townsend tonight should be an interesting one. Then we have number 3, Tamaya Lewis-Utsi, averaging 12.7 points per game and 5.2 rebounds per game. Then the other guard, Mariana Asari, averaging 11.8 points per game, 2.8 rebounds, and 1.2 assists. Then we got Lucia Sotelo. She's averaging 2.8 points per game. She will be at the 4 position. And at the 5 position, we got Mikhail Parham, averaging 5.5 points per game and 8.5 rebounds per game. Now, the starting lineup for your Richmond Spiders. You got Grace Townsend coming in, averaging 11.6 points per game, coming off of her career-high 26-point performance against George Washington last Saturday. Katie Hill, averaging 5.6 points per game. Number 25, playing guard for the Richmond Spiders. Number 32, Siobhan Ryan, averaging 8.2 points per game. Then you have Addie Budnick, averaging 11.2 points per game, number 20 there for the Richmond Spiders. And number 44, Maggie Dugan, averaging 17.1 points per game, averaging 5.1 rebounds per game. Now, in this matchup today, we got 2 teams that are coming into this matchup hot, very hot. The Spiders are 11-3 with their 3 losses coming to Duke, Villanova, and Michigan State. Then you have VCU coming in this matchup with only 1 loss in the season, and that happened back in November. They haven't lost since November the 19th, almost 2 months since VCU has tasted defeat, and that came to the hands of in-state rival JMU. So tonight, you got a rivalry where you see the road team in the last 5 games winning the game. Back in 2021, we saw VCU win the first matchup 73-49. Then we saw Richmond win 69-64, winning that one. Then you saw VCU 72-68. So close matchups in those last 3, except for that last one that happened in 2022 and 2023, where we saw Richmond win 53-37 at the Siegel Center. But the common denominator, the road team has been the hot team in this series here in the last couple of matchups. So will that end tonight? Will we see a VCU team continue that streak and see a team come in and get another road win, or will Richmond put that to an end tonight? But we got a good one on our hands here from the Robins Center, and I'm very excited to be able to bring this broadcast to you here as a part of the LegacyMaker Sports Network. All right, so we've got the starters on the floor. Mikhail Parham will be jumping for VCU. And Maggie Dugan will be jumping for the Spiders. That's going to be an intriguing matchup tonight. Parham, one of the best rebounders in the A-10. And we are underway, and Parham got the tip, but Richmond will retrieve. So Grace Townsend coming off that 26-point performance. And Sarah Tibiasu steals it all the way off the glass. And just like that, VCU's up 2-0. 9 minutes and 43 seconds left in this first period. Oh, right off the bat. And that's what you're going to have to do if you're VCU. You don't want the crowd energy to take things over. So Dugan inside the Budnick, and it's lost. Asari with the steal for the Rams. Asari over to Tibiasu on the wing. Sotelo on the other wing. Hands it off to Lewis-Utsi. She will dish it to Asari on the wing. Tibiasu back to Asari in the corner, and she knocks it down for three. Mariana Asari. She is also going to be a problem. If you're the Spiders, you want to find any way to not get her going. Up the floor, the Spiders go. They look for Siobhan Ryan in the corner for three, and her three is short. And it looks like we may have a foul here. And it looked like it might have been on the floor, so it will stay with the Spiders. 5-0, and a steal by Tamaya Lewis-Utsi, and Dugan had to grab her by the arm to stop the fast break. 8 minutes, 53 seconds left in the first period. 5-0 VCU, a good start for the Rams. Parr will inbound it to Tibiasu. Here's the matchup I'm excited to see tonight as we see Tibiasu and Grace Townsend going at it tonight. Hands it off to Asari, who gives it to Lewis-Utsi, who gives it to Parham, back to Lewis-Utsi. Then Lewis-Utsi will dish it in the corner, the far corner, to Tibiasu, who's working against Grace Townsend. She drives along the baseline inside to Parham, and oh, great job, good look. Finds Parham inside for two. VCU's up 7-0 early in this first period. Grace Townsend with possession down low to Budnick, and the hook shot, the baby hook for Addie Budnick to make this a 7-2 game. Tibiasu in control. Parham giving the pick to Townsend, trying to free up Tibiasu. Over to Asari. Asari working against Budnick. Finds Sotelo for three, and she banks it in for three. Lucia Sotelo. 10-2. VCU is up early. Grace Townsend will swing it over to Budnick, being guarded by Parham. Back to Townsend. Budnick trying to work the screen there. Townsend inside, gets stuck near the A10 logo. Out to Budnick for three. Her three misses. Asari with the rebound. That's her second. Asari driving. Kicks it out to Tibiasu. At the top of the key, being guarded by Katie Hill. Sotelo over to Asari in the corner. Asari driving inside against Townsend, and a jump ball is called there, as Townsend was able to get her hands in there. And they're going to say this is staying with VCU. 7 minutes and 8 seconds left in the first period. And VCU is up by 8 early. Knocked away by Dugan on the inbounds, and it will stay with VCU. Not the start that you want if you're the Spiders. VCU has come in right off the bat, high energy. And with an 8-0 lead, 8-point lead, excuse me. Tibiasu for three with the clock expiring, the shot clock. Rebound by Ryan. Up the floor to Townsend. Townsend will give it over to Dugan. Budnick looked inside for Ryan, but it's knocked away by the Rams. Tibiasu, pull-up jumper from the free throw line, knocks it down. 10-point lead for VCU. What a great start by the Rams. And right now, no answer for the Spiders. 6 minutes and 24 seconds. Budnick takes it from the wing, hands it off to Townsend, over to Ryan. Back to Budnick for three, knocks it down. Addie Budnick. 12-5, 6 minutes and 12 seconds left in the first period. Tibiasu calling out some direction here. And a great job here by VCU. They have really brought the defense early against the Spiders team. And the Spiders have not been able to kind of get things going, as Asari takes a jump shot a little bit behind that free throw line there that goes off the back of the rim. Rebound Spiders. Ryan going up against Sotelo, the young lady from Spain. Hill inside to Budnick working against Lewis-Utsi. Mismatch. And Budnick's going to win that one every time. Down low on the post, 12-7. VCU up. 5 minutes and 26 seconds left in this period. And the Spiders are cranking up their defense here against this VCU team. Asari has it on the wing going against Hill. Hill, a lot of body contact there. She tried to get it off, and Sotelo. So Sotelo with the rebound and the putback, 14-7. 7-point lead. They find Budnick for three. Her three is off the front of the rim and rebound by Parham. Parham averaging 8.5 rebounds coming into this game. One of the best rebounders in the conference. In the top 70 in the nation. So we got a couple of changes going on here. Looks like Ostrom and Van Arsdale will be coming in for the Rams. Looks like we have Easy coming in for VCU. So 14-7, VCU up here with 4 minutes and 49 seconds left in the first period. And what a great job so far by this VCU team. They've got out early and they have not played games. They were able to just jump on this Richmond team from the get-go. We'll see how things go. We'll be back here in just a second after this commercial break. Today's broadcast is being sponsored by Hustle Indefinitely. Remember, part-time is not an option. Hustle indefinitely. This is a mindset you must keep in order to reach your goals. Reaching your goals will not be easy, and many will try to discourage you, making it more challenging, but in the end, will make you stronger, mentally and physically. So no matter what, don't quit, don't give up. Remember, it's not just a clothing line, it's a way of life. Black Sheep, the new movie from Legendary Cultural Films. It's about a young hustler trying to make the transition from the streets, becomes an outcast and the target, and then it turns to war in the city. The brand new movie, Black Sheep, from Legendary Cultural Films, coming out soon on Tubi. A Smidgen of Philly, located at 16450 Court Street, Amelia, Virginia, 23002. And you can reach them at the phone number 804-561-1372. They do everything Philly style. They have water ices, Italian ice, and they also do Philly cheesesteaks with a lot more products to come. So make sure you check out A Smidgen of Philly in Amelia, Virginia. Big Jack's Cooking. You can reach Big Jack at 8830 Audubon Road, Amelia, Virginia, 23002. Or reach him at phone at 804-405-0330 and by email at bigjackscooking@gmail.com. Jack once told us on the broadcast, if it's comfortable, we'll cook it. They specialize in soul food cuisine. Make sure you check out Big Jack's Cooking. Bernard's Towing. If you find yourself in a jam and need help getting your vehicle out of a tough situation, Bernard's Towing is there to help you get your car where it needs to be. Remember, call us once and be hooked. You can contact us at 804-380-2774 or at 804-495-5111. Last but not least, Bates Virtual Health and Consultants, LLC, with Dr. Demetria Bates. You can reach her at www.batesvirtualhealth.com or by phone at 804-608-9202. Head over to our website to check out all of the great services that we can provide you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. And right now, right from the timeout, we saw Jennifer Easy come into the contest and get 2 points to make this a 16-7 game. And we also see Morte Dekite into the game here for VCU, and Tunde also now in for VCU. (16-7). VCU up 3 minutes and 57 seconds. Townsend has it at the top of the key.
Give it over to Van Arsdale, who comes in on the wing. She drives to the basket. There's some contact, and she may be heading to the free throw line here. So Rams taking it out. Townsend will take it out. Looks into Budnick, who has all the points, and it's stolen as Tunde pushes it up the floor over to Asari in the near corner, and she's driving. And there's a foul, and this one's going to be on Budnick. And it looks like we will see Faye Parker coming in the contest for Budnick. Last time I had a chance to see Faye Parker, she did a really good job against Bella Schmuda in the game versus Liberty. And now she'll come in to bring a little bit of height here, try to go up against Jennifer Easy. And Easy in the lane, and her drive come up a little bit short, but she'll head to the free throw line.
Number 24, Faye Parker picks up her first personal for the Spiders.
So Faye Parker comes in and the foul right away. Jennifer Izzy will head to the free throw line. And Izzy will miss the first. Izzy has been a very important piece coming off the bench for this VCU team, the former Blue Devil. Duke Blue Devil, that is, knocks it down. 17-7, matching their game high with a 10-point lead right now with 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Van Arsdale lost control of it a little bit, and she tries to drive to the basket, and she will be fouled by Tunde.
VCU foul, number 14, Natalia Tunde, is her
Natalia Tunde, the junior guard from Buenos Aires, Argentina, way of Florida Southwestern State. Call for the foul. Van Arsdale. Lauren Van Arsdale will head to the line here for the Spiders. And she misses the first as it hits off the right side of the rim. Van Arsdale and Townsend both in right now for Richmond. I like to call it the NASCAR package, the speed and talent of those two young ladies. They bring a lot of pressure as we see the Spiders go full court pressure here a little bit. Tibiasu working against Van Arsdale. Moite Tekite over to Asari. Asari to Khalil. Zole Khalil, who's from Rockingham, Virginia, now in the contest for VCU. And a layup by Izzy is short as the Spiders take control with Grace Townsend flying down the court, pushed her forearm into the chest of one of the VCU players, and they are not happy about it. They were definitely looking for a foul. And it's stolen by Van Arsdale all the way to the basket for 2 points. Van Arsdale read that all the way to get the steal. Tibiasu driving inside, kicks it out to Khalil. Khalil takes a couple dribbles, pulls it up from the elbow, misses, rebound by Grace Townsend. 17-10. 2 minutes and 28 seconds. Townsend looking for Van Arsdale in the corner. She decides to pump fake, drive along the baseline, working against Izzy. Over to Faye Parker. Back to Van Arsdale, trying to work against Izzy. She lost control of it, and Asari takes it all the way to the basket, and she'll put it in for two. Townsend got a piece of it, but it wasn't enough. 19-10. VCU up by 9. Looks like some changes will be happening here in a second. Looks like Satella Parham and Louis Utsi will be heading back in for VCU on the next horn, and Hill, Budnick. It looks like we'll see Torn Rogers also come in for the Spiders on the next horn. Rachel Ahlstrom knocks down the three. We talked about many times, Ahlstrom can do a little bit of everything. 19-13, and she knocks down the three. 6-point game here in the first period. VCU got out to a really good start. The Spiders have been climbing back. Khalil working against Ahlstrom. Over to Asari. It looks down low to Izzy. Izzy lost control of the basketball. Khalil had a piece of it. They're going to say kickball on Khalil, and it will be Spider basketball as the subs come into the contest. So right now for the Spiders, you got Budnick, Van Arsdale, Rogers, Olstrom, and Hill. For VCU, you got Tibiasu, Sotelo, Parham, Lewis Utsi. And it looks like we also have Ojeda into the contest. Budnick takes a dribble, gives it to Olstrom. Olstrom sends Parham to the L and is stripped. Excuse me, that was Torgot. So Torgot has possession here for VCU. She gives it to Lewis Utsi along the baseline, who lost control of it, but there's going to be a foul on the floor, and this one is going to be against Rogers.
Spiders call on number 11, Tori Rogers.
So Denise Torgot is in the game for VCU, and that was not Ojeda, who I thought it was.
Gonna put the Rams in the bonus.
So 19-13, 42 seconds on the clock. Lewis Utsi heading to the free throw line. She misses the first. Lewis Utsi, no points right now. 7 minutes of action. And she misses the second. Parham with the rebound. A tough rebound is knocked away by Budnick. And there's going to be a foul on Addie Budnick. Now, I believe that is her second, if this foul is called on her.
Addie Budnick, the second personal.
It is, so that's her second foul on Budnick here in this first period with 40 seconds on the clock.
2 shots for Mike.
Definitely not what you want if you are Richmond. As Parham will head to the free throw line and knocks down the first. Parham will knock down the second. 8-point lead for VCU. It's like Siobhan Ryan is coming back into the contest for Budnick. And that could be a big loss for the Spiders if they have to sit Budnick for a while. But this team kind of can do a little bit of everything. They're going up against an extremely tough VCU team today. There's Rogers in a little trouble being guarded by Sotelo. Over to Van Arsdale, who drives inside and kicks it out the hill, who tried to float it up, and it's blocked by Parham. Lewis Utsi, she's got someone with her. It's Sotelo off the glass for two. 23-13, 10-point lead for VCU. 7 seconds on the clock. Van Arsdale, 5 seconds, no shot clock. Pulls it for three, and her three's off the back of the rim. Rebound, Lewis Utsi. And that, ladies and gentlemen, will send us to the end of the first period. With the score, VCU 23, Richmond 13. What a start for the VCU Rams. They have jumped on this Spiders team from the get-go, and Richmond had a couple of opportunities to bring it back a little bit, but just wasn't enough, at least so far. But a 10-point lead for VCU, 23-13. We'll be back in just a second here on the LegacyMaker Sports Network.
Today's broadcast is being sponsored by Hustle Indefinitely. Remember, part-time is not an option. Hustle indefinitely. This is a mindset you must keep in order to reach your goals. Reaching your goals will not be easy, and many will try to discourage you, making it more challenging, but in the end, will make you stronger mentally and physically. So no matter what, don't quit, don't give up. Remember, it's not just a clothing line, it's a way of life. Black Sheep, the new movie from Legendary Cultural Films. It's about a young hustler trying to make the transition from the streets, becomes an outcast and the target, and then it turns to war in the city. The brand new movie, Black Sheep, from Legendary Cultural Films, coming out soon on Tubi. A Smidgen of Philly, located at 16450 Court Street, Amelia, Virginia, 23002. And you can reach them at The phone number 804-561-1372. They do everything Philly style. They have water ices, Italian ice, and they also do Philly cheesesteaks with a lot more products to come. So make sure you check out A Smidgen of Philly in Amelia, Virginia. Big Jack's Cooking. You can reach Big Jack at 8830 Audubon Road, Amelia, Virginia 23002, or reach him at phone at 804-405-0330 and by email at bigjackscooking@gmail.com. Jack once told us on the broadcast, if it's comfortable, we'll cook it. They specialize in soul food cuisine. Make sure you check out Big Jack's Cooking. Bernard's Towing. If you find yourself in a jam and need help getting your vehicle out of a tough situation, Bernard's Towing is there to help you get your car where it needs to be. Remember, call us once and be hooked. You can contact us at 804-380-2774 or at 804-495-5111. Last but not least, Bates Virtual Health and Consultants, LLC, with Dr. Demetria Bates. You can reach her at www.batesvirtualhealth.com or by phone at 804-608-9202. Head over to our website to check out all of the great services that we can provide you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. Second quarter is underway. Spiders down by 10. VCU in, it's in full control, but definitely in a good spot right now. Dugan will shoot the three, and it's off the front of the rim. Rebound by Louis Uzi. Tibiasu up the floor, blocked by Alstrom. Good job there by Rachel Alstrom with the block. 9 minutes and 40 seconds left in this second period. Richmond down by 10. VCU doing a really good job right now as they get inside of Parham. Mikael Parham. 12-point lead for VCU. And Parham having herself a nice day. She's got 6. As Ryan tries to dribble inside here for the Spiders, and there's some contact.
Rams foul, number 21.
And this one, as it's going to be against Torgett.
She's first in the second quarter.
So Denise Torgett getting called for the foul. Ryan will inbounds it, throws it into Rogers. Takes the pick, and Townsend tries to take advantage of it, and her three's a little high off the backboard. Doesn't go her way. Rebound by Dugan. Rogers will back it out to the wing. Back to Dugan inside. And a nice little baseline jumper there by Dugan. Makes it a 10-point lead again. Richmond's got to find a way to slow down this VCU team because they've been fast and furious, which is usually the way the Spiders play basketball. As that one's going to get kicked away by Rachel Olstrom, which he was trying to get the bounce pass inside there to Sotelo. Torgett will be heading out the contest as Asari comes back in for VCU. 8 minutes and 46 seconds on the clock here in this second period. Well, pump fake here by Tibiasu, like she was going for the three, finds Louis Uzi, who drives the baseline, and she puts the elbow right into Dugan. She hits the floor, but the shot is no good. And here come the Spiders. Grace Townsend up the floor. Her fadeaway will hit the glass, and it'll go out of bounds. Last touched by VCU. 8 minutes and 26 seconds on the clock here in the second period. 25-15. And it looks like the referee's having a little bit of discussion here, trying to figure out what this could be about, but whatever it is, it looks like they got it straight. And Katie Hill will send it over to Townsend. Townsend working against Lewis Utsi, and we have a foul away from the ball. So it's on Tibiasu, and that is Tibiasu's first foul. Ryan will take it out for the Spiders. Over the hill at the top of the key, driving against his Tello. Great baseline pass to Ryan over to Ahlstrom. Ahlstrom working on the wing against Asari. Tries to go up with the right hand, and she does, off the glass for two. 25-17. 8 minutes and 3 seconds left in this second period. Tibiasu will find Asari on the far wing. Back to Tibiasu at the top of the key. Takes a couple dribbles, being guarded by Townsend. Inside, looking for Asari. Katie Hill gets a piece of it, and VCU's able to get it back. Lewis Utsi. Over to Perm with her jump shot. Will hit off the right side of the rim, and it's short. Ryan will get the rebound. Over to Townsend. Townsend will hand it over to Ryan, whose three rattles out. Dugan fighting with Tibiasu for the rebound, and it will stay with the Spiders.
Checking in for the Rams, number 21, Dennis Corrigan, number 22, Jennifer Ezza. 30 seconds.
So Asari, and this is something you don't want to see. We have a timeout on the play, and she comes up limping, and that could be a really big blow for VCU if she cannot come back in this contest, or we don't want to speculate, but be out too long. She has been a very vital piece of that three-headed monster at the guard with Asari, Lewis Utsi, and Tibiasu. Well, right now, we got ourselves a game, still a tight contest for the most part. It's an 8-point lead, but VCU has done a really good job of getting out and just doing their thing. The points off of turnovers right now, the difference. VCU has 16 points off of the 8 Richmond turnovers. And so, you know, they're creating a turnover, and when they get that turnover, they score. And they have just as much points off of the turnovers than they have points there for Richmond. So we'll see how it goes. We'll be back in just a second after the timeout.
Today's broadcast is being sponsored by Hustle Indefinitely. Remember, part-time is not an option. Hustle indefinitely. This is a mindset you must keep in order to reach your goals. Reaching your goals will not be easy, and many will try to discourage you, making it more challenging, but in the end, will make you stronger mentally and physically. So no matter what, don't quit, don't give up. Remember, it's not just a clothing line, it's a way of life. Black Sheep, the new movie from Legendary Cultural Films. It's about a young hustler trying to make the transition from the streets, becomes an outcast and the target, and then it turns to war in the city. The brand new movie, Black Sheep, from Legendary Cultural Films, coming out soon on Tubi. A Smidgen of Philly, located at 16450 Court Street, Amelia, Virginia, 23002. And you can reach them at the phone number 804-561-1372. They do everything Philly style. They have water ices, Italian ice, and they also do Philly cheesesteaks with a lot more products to come. So make sure you check out A Smidgen of Philly in Amelia, Virginia.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back for the timeout. And they're working with Asari over on the sideline. Hope that she'll be able to come back in this one for the Rams. VCU up by 8. And we'll see Siobhan Ryan take it out here for the Spiders. Lineups haven't changed. Everybody's still in, except for Torga. who comes in for the Rams. And we got a 5-second violation against the Spiders, and that will be VCU basketball. 7 minutes and 27 seconds. VCU up 25-17. Tibiasu. Give us over to Torgut. Jennifer Easy back in the contest for VCU. Torgut's pass is knocked away by Dugan. Dugan to Townsend for three. Knockdown. Grace Townsend, 5-point game. 25 to 20. 6 minutes and 53 seconds on the clock here in the second. 5-point game. Spiders crawling back into this one. As Parham tried to get it over to Tibiasu and Katie Hill, using her length to knock the ball away. And it looks like we may see Grace Hudson come in for the first time for the Rams. Hudson from Christiansburg, Virginia. 25-20. Tibiasu will hand it off to Hudson. Hudson takes a couple dribbles, swings it over to the wing to Lewis Utsi. Utsi to Parham inside, and she kicks it back out to Lewis Utsi. She's working against Katie Hill. Utsi floats it into the air off the back of the rim, gets her own rebound, puts it in for two. Lewis Utsi. So great job there by Lewis Utsi, getting her first points of the game. Spiders were on a 7-0 run before that. And Grace Townsend knocks down another three. Yeah, before that exchange there, it was 2 minutes before VCU had scored. 2 minutes, almost 3 minutes before VCU had scored. And now the Spiders cranking it up. But a great pass there from Lewis Utsi to Izzy to make this a 29-23 game. 5 minutes and 45 seconds. Townsend will find Dugan for three off the back of the rim. Rebound Hudson. Hudson up to Tibiasu, who will slow it up a little bit here for the Rams. Decides to pull for three off the front of the rim. Parham with the rebound, takes a power dribble, and there's going to be a charging foul on Parham, and she is not thrilled about it. And she's trying to, I think she's okay. She kind of grabbed at the shoulder a little bit, but she seems to be fine. 29-23. Townsend brings it up the floor here for the Spiders. Van Arsdale back in, that NASCAR package. Ahlstrom at the top of the key. We'll give it over to Dugan, who's being guarded by Izzy. Tried to find Ahlstrom inside, overthrows her. It goes out of bounds, and it'll be VCU basketball. As Parham will take it out, but I think they're going to, they're going to take her out of the ball game, and Lucia Sotelo will come in for her. Sotelo having herself a really nice game so far. She's got 7 points, 2 points away from that career high of 9. Hudson will swing it over to Lewis Utsi, who looks inside to Sotelo, being guarded by Dugan. Over to the near corner to Hudson, back to Lewis Utsi, back to Hudson for three. Hudson's three is a no-go. Rebound by Dugan. 29-23, 4 minutes and 43 seconds on the clock. Van Arsdale's try to get it up the court to Townsend, who almost lost control as Izzy knocked it away. Townsend driving inside and with the right hand. Now they're gonna say that was on the floor. Yep, the basket is no good, and the foul is on Izzy. And that's gonna be her first foul. And Addie Budnick will come in for Ryan. And a little bit of a risk here for Coach Russell, bringing in Budnick, who's got 2 fouls. But later in second here, so it's not too bad of a risk. But we'll see, we'll see. Van Arsdale being guarded by Izzy. Over to Dugan, back to Van Arsdale, who drives with the left hand off the glass, and it will be out of bounds and stay. Oh no, they're gonna say it goes to VCU. So VCU will take possession. 29-23. Tibiasu over to Hudson on the wing. Over to Lewis Uzi, who almost lost control of it because Alstrom was able to kind of put her hand in the passing lane and knock it away. And Tibiasu for a deep three off the front of the rim, rebound by Van Arsdale. Van Arsdale moving. Thought about it, changes over to Townsend on the wing. Townsend, crossover move. With the left, off the glass for two. Grace Townsend is having a special year for this Spiders basketball team. 29-25, 3 minutes and 32 seconds. Lewis Uzi over to Sotelo. Hudson on the wing, finds Tibiasu for three. Her three off the front of the rim. Lewis Uzi with a great rebound and a putback for two. 31-25. All the way to the basket. Van Arsdale with the reverse. High off the glass. 31-27. I didn't expect anything less from a VCU Richmond matchup today. Both teams coming in tough, physical, great basketball teams battling here at the Robins Center. 2 minutes and 45 seconds. 4-point lead for VCU. Grace Hudson. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Sotelo's elbow jumper is no good, and a rebound by Alstrom. Alstrom up to Townsend. Spiders have a chance to make it just a little bit closer. Alstrom working against Easy. Alstrom gets stuck. Great pass to Townsend, who decides not to take the shot and gives it to Van Arsdale in the corner, who gives it back to Townsend. 9 seconds left on the shot clock. Townsend driving on the left side, tries to get something going, and we will have a foul on the floor against Izzy. And Izzy doesn't look happy about it. And you can see the VCU faithful, they're looking for the travel. It's like, hey, she traveled. And some substitutions coming in as Natalia Tundi will come in, along with Parham coming back in for VCU. So Hudson, Izzy, Parham, Lewis Uzi, and Tundi on the floor right now for the Rams. For the Spiders, Van Arsdale, Alstrom, Dugan, Townsend, Budnick on the floor for Richmond. 31-28 after Townsend knocks down the free throw. Townsend right now having herself a really nice day as she knocks down both free throws. Townsend has 10. 31-29. We have a one possession game here. 31-29. It's knocked away by Van Arsdale, but Hudson is able to get it back. Looking for Tundi, and it looks like so personal foul against Grace Townsend. 31-29, Spiders down by 2. Hudson will head back to the bench as Torgett will come in for VCU. Tundi working against Van Arsdale. Working all the way here to the near side. Swings it to Torgett, who thought about it, and she trips over Van Arsdale. And they're gonna call a foul here, I believe, against Van Arsdale. So Van Arsdale gets called for her first foul of the day. Torgett will take the ball out here for VCU. Tundi driving to the basket with the left. Couple of people had an opportunity at the rebound. Townsend up the floor. There's some contact there, no foul call. And the Richmond faithful are pretty upset about it. 31-29. And you can hear the boos coming out here from the Robins Center. Minute 15 left in this first half. Torgett over to Tundi. Tundi inside to Izzy. And Izzy puts it in for 2 to make it a 4-point lead, 33-29. 1 minute left Townsend working against Izzy. Dugan inside. Great help defense there by Izzy and Asari. Good job there by the Rams. And Arsdale using her body off the glass for two. 33-31, 33 seconds left in the first half. "25 seconds, Torget. Over to Asari. Back to Torget. Over to Parham on the wing. Gives it to Tunde on the baseline. Took a couple dribbles, kicks it out to Torget for three. Knocks it down. Denise Torget makes it a 5-point lead. The Spiders looking to answer. Budnick's three is going to be short. And that, ladies and gentlemen, will send us to halftime. What a first half we've had here from the Robins Center. And like I said, I did not expect anything less between these two phenomenal basketball teams. But the Rams, banking off of their early jump, were able to jump on this Spiders team early, and they are holding on to a 5-point lead. The Spiders had to climb all the way back, got it down to a 2-point lead. But nevertheless, we have a 5-point lead heading into the half. VCU up 36-31 here at the Robins Center. I'm Darrell Owens, LegacyMaker Sports Network, and we'll be back with your halftime update and stats here in just a little bit. Once again, thank you all for tuning in to the LegacyMaker Sports Network.
Hustle indefinitely. Remember, part-time is not an option. Hustle indefinitely. This is a mindset you must keep in order to reach your goals. Reaching your goals will not be easy, and many will try to discourage you, making it more challenging, but in the end, will make you stronger, mentally and physically. So no matter what, don't quit, don't give up. Remember, it's not just a clothing line, it's a way of life. Black Sheep, the new movie from Legendary Cultural Films. It's about a young hustler trying to make the transition from the streets, becomes an outcast and the target, and then it turns to war in the city. The brand new movie, Black Sheep, from Legendary Cultural Films, coming out soon on Tubi. Today's broadcast is being sponsored by Hustle Indefinitely. Remember, part-time is not an option. Hustle indefinitely. This is a mindset you must keep in order to reach your goals. Reaching your goals will not be easy, and many will try to discourage you, making it more challenging, but in the end, will make you stronger, mentally and physically. So no matter what, don't quit, don't give up. Remember, it's not just a clothing line, it's a way of life. Black Sheep, the new movie from Legendary Cultural Films. It's about a young hustler trying to make the transition from the streets, becomes an outcast and the target, and then it turns to war in the city. The brand new movie, Black Sheep, from Legendary Cultural Films, coming out soon on Tubi. A Smidgen of Philly, located at 16450 Court Street, Amelia, Virginia, 23002, and you can reach them at the phone number 804-561-1372. They do everything Philly style. They have water ices, Italian ice, and they also do Philly cheesesteaks with a lot more products to come. So make sure you check out A Smidgen of Philly in Amelia, Virginia. Big Jack's Cooking. You can reach Big Jack at 8830 Audubon Road, Amelia, Virginia, 23002. Or reach him at phone at 804-405-0330 and by email at bigjackscooking@gmail.com. Jack once told us on the broadcast, if it's comfortable, we'll cook it. They specialize in soul food cuisine. Make sure you check out Big Jack's Cooking. Bernard's Towing. If you find yourself in a jam and need help getting your vehicle out of a tough situation, Bernard's Towing is there to help you get your car where it needs to be. Remember, call us once and be hooked. You can contact us at 804-380-2774 or at 804-495-5111. Last but not least, Bates Virtual Health and Consultants LLC with Dr. Demetria Bates. You can reach her at www.batesvirtualhealth.com or by phone at 804-608-9202. Head over to our website to check out all of the great services that we can provide you. Today's broadcast is being sponsored by Hustle Indefinitely. Remember, part-time is not an option. Hustle indefinitely. This is a mindset you must keep in order to reach your goals. Reaching your goals will not be easy, and many will try to discourage you, making it more challenging, but in the end, will make you stronger mentally and physically. So no matter what, don't quit, don't give up. Remember, it's not just a clothing line, it's a way of life. Black Sheep, the new movie from Legendary Cultural Films. It's about a young hustler trying to make the transition from the streets, becomes an outcast and the target, and then it turns to war in the city. The brand new movie, Black Sheep from Legendary Cultural Films, coming out soon on Tubi. A Smidgen of Philly, located at 16450 Court Street, Amelia, Virginia, 23002, and you can reach them at the phone number 804-561-1372. They do everything Philly style. They have water ices, Italian ice, and they also do Philly cheesesteaks with a lot more products to come. So make sure you check out A Smidgen of Philly in Amelia, Virginia. Big Jack's Cooking. You can reach Big Jack at 8830 Audubon Road, Amelia, Virginia, 23002. Or reach him at phone at 804-405-0330 and by email at bigjackscooking@gmail.com. Jack once told us on the broadcast, if it's comfortable, we'll cook it. They specialize in soul.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are back, and what a first half we had. Spiders down by 5. VCU Rams up 36-31, and they have done a really good job so far of really giving this Spiders team the business. I mean, especially early in this contest, they really jumped out on them. They were running the floor. They dominated the points off of turnovers. VCU 16 points to 5. They're dominating in the paint 22-14. They're winning in the second chance points 10-4. They're winning in fast break 9-5. So right now, VCU has out-hustled this Spiders team in the first half. Now, the question is, will we see more of that as we enter the second half? I expect another thriller. That's the way and that's the vibe that we've been getting here in this contest. Another thriller from the Robins Center. And the Spiders are down by 5. VCU up 36-31. And we've seen, we talked about a little bit earlier in the broadcast, what we've seen, the road team has been able to win these games. And will that continue as VCU will take out the basketball up by 5? Third period underway. As Tibiasu, Sotelo, Asari, Lewis, Utsi, and Parham in for VCU. You got Hill, Townsend, Dugan, Budnick, and Ryan in for the Spiders. Looking inside to Sotelo was Asari, back to Asari. Asari over here to Lewis Utsi on the near wing, working against Ryan. Floater, a little bit of contact, and it's an and one opportunity for Tamaya Lewis Utsi. So Lewis Utsi working against Ryan, and Ryan did the best she could there as she hit her on the right shoulder as she went in for the shot. So 38-31, and Lewis Utsi knocks it down. 39-31 in a nice 8-point lead here for VCU. 9 minutes and 27 seconds left in the third period. Townsend hands it off to Ryan. Townsend over to Budnick. Now Budnick working against Palmer. Great pass from Budnick to Dugan. Those are two teammates right there that you can tell have been working together for a little bit here. Sometimes you just know where they are. 39-33. Spiders have never had the lead in this contest. Sotelo driving inside. And it goes off the left side. Another great rebound there by Parham. and she's got 5. Tibiasu's 3 hits off the left side of the rim. That ball bounced off Dugan's head, and Budnick gets the rebound. Townsend up the floor. And she's working against Lewis Uzi, and Sotelo will switch off to now guard her. And Townsend takes advantage, driving to the basket with the left, and it's short. Rebound by Lewis Uzi. Uzi will give it over to Tibiasu, who drives, floats it, knocks it down. 41-33. The senior from Montreal, Canada. 41-33. Townsend will pull up and knocks down the 3. 41-36. 7 minutes and 55 seconds left in the third period. The Rams up by 5. Tibiasu over to Lewis Uzi. A pump fake over to Sotelo at the top. Asari on the wing will drive over to the key and kicks it back to Tibiasu on the wing, down low to Parham. And Parham, a traveling violation as Dugan and Hill on that one. They just kept their arms straight in the air. And they're gonna say it's a travel, that no foul. It's the second time I've seen Parham make a face like, man, you got to be kidding me. 41-36. 7 minutes, 30 seconds here in the period. Townsend takes a couple dribbles, gives it over to Dugan, the elbow. Working against Parham, will give it to Budnick. Takes a couple dribbles and kicks it out to Dugan. 3, and it's off the front of the rim. Rebound, Tibiasu. Tibiasu rolling up the floor. Swing it all the way on the opposite side to Asari. Blocked by Dugan. Oh, man. That ball went straight into the VCU bench. It's a great job there by Dugan. (41-36). VCU ball. Jennifer Easy back in the game. Izzy, who's had herself a nice day so far. 7 points, a rebound, in 11 minutes. 7:03. Lewis Uzi will throw it deep in the backcourt to Tibiasu, who drives inside against Van Arsdale, who's now in the game for the Spatters. Asari will kick it over to Lewis Uzi on the wing. She drives inside, floats it in the air off the left side of the rim, but there is a foul. And it's going to be on Siobhan Ryan.
Second on the team. Puts Timaya Lewis Uzi at the line. She has 2 free throws. For the Spiders, it's number 22, Rachel Ahlstrom checking in.
So Ahlstrom is now coming in for the Spatters. 6 minutes and 50 seconds left in the third period. 5-point lead for VCU. And she will miss the first. Lewis Uzi not having the best day from the free throw line. She is 1 for 4 right now. And make it 1 for 5. Townsend will take control off the rebound for the Spatters. 6 minutes, 42 seconds. Over to Budnick, a couple of dribbles. Kicks it over to Dugan on the wing. Almost lost her footing. Working against Sotelo. Dugan in trouble as 3 Rams come over there to just harass Dugan. And there's going to be a foul on the floor.
First on the team. Checking back in for the Rams, number 34, Michael Parham.
So 41-36. Spiders inbounded. Van Arsdale's 3 is off the front of the rim. Rebound by Parham. That's her 6. Lewis Uzi to Tibiasu, who drives, floats it off the baseline. Baseline jumper, no good. Rebound by Asari off the glass. 43-36. 7-point lead. Budnick takes a couple dribbles over to Townsend. Now will motion Van Arsdale to come and take it. To give it over to Ahlstrom on the far wing. Back to Van Arsdale near the free throw line. She decides to back it up. 5 minutes and 48 seconds on the clock here in the third. 7-point lead for the Rams. Ahlstrom step back, 3 seconds on the shot clock. Her three won't go. Rebound Asari, who's able to, she got the rebound. Lost her footing and gets called for traveling. And it will be it'll be Spiders basketball.
Dennis Torrey, number 21, number 22 for the Rams.
(43-36). 5 minutes and 33 seconds on the clock. Townsend with the basketball, swings it across court to Van Arsdale, who drives along the baseline, comes back inside, will kick it to Dugan, over to Townsend for three. Grace Townsend. She's got 16. Tibiasu will try to fire right back. And correction, actually 13 points for Townsend after the three. 39-43. VCU up, 5 minutes, 8 seconds in the period. Tibiasu driving, uses the right hand to kind of push off a little bit over on Townsend. And the three by Torgan. 46-39. Townsend trying to call out some direction there. Looking for Budnick. Her three attempt. A little long rebound there by Tibiasu. 7-point lead for the Rams. Tibiasu floats it up into the air. A couple of bounces off the rim, goes out of bounds, and they say it will stay. Is it staying with VCU here? And I think it may be staying with VCU. But we will be back here in just a second. 46-39, VCU up as we enter our media timeout. Once again, everybody, you are listening to the Legacy Maker Sports Network. Thank you all for tuning in. We truly appreciate you listening to the broadcast. Make sure you get an opportunity, if you're listening to it on our social media platforms, make sure you go ahead and share. Make sure you check us out on all our social media platforms. We really truly appreciate everybody who has been a part of our growth here over the years. Truly make sure you go check us out. You can check us out at Legacy Maker Sports Network on Facebook and LinkedIn, at Legacy Maker Sports on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok, and on the X, aka Twitter, at Legacy Maker SPN. Our website is www.legacymakersports.com.
By hustle indefinitely. Remember, part-time is not an option. Hustle indefinitely. This is a mindset you must keep in order to reach your goals. Reaching your goals will not be easy, and many will try to discourage you, making it more challenging, but in the end will make you stronger mentally and physically. So no matter what, don't quit, don't give up. Remember, it's not just a clothing line, it's a way of life. Black Sheep, the new movie from Legendary Cultural Films. It's about a young hustler trying to make the transition from the streets, becomes an outcast and the target, and then it turns to war in the city. The brand new movie, Black Sheep, from Legendary Cultural Films, coming out soon on Tubi. A Smidgen of Philly, located at 16450 Court Street, Amelia, Virginia, 23002. And you can reach them at the phone number 804-561-1372. They do everything Philly style. They have water ices, Italian ice, and they also do Philly cheesesteaks with a lot more products to come. So make sure you check out A Smidgen of Philly in Amelia, Virginia. Big Jack's Cooking. You can reach Big Jack at 8830 Audubon Road, Amelia, Virginia 23002, or reach him at phone at 804-405-0330 and by email at bigjackscooking@gmail.com. Jack once told us on the broadcast, if it's comfortable, we'll cook it. They specialize in soul food cuisine. Make sure you check out Big Jack's Cooking. Bernard's Towing. If you find yourself in a jam and need help getting your vehicle out of a tough situation, Bernard's Towing is there to help you get your car where it needs to be. Remember, call us once and be hooked. You can contact us at 804-380-2774 or at 804-495-5111.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here from the Robins Center. 7-point game. VCU shot clock rolling down. As Asari shoots the three, it'll hit off the left side. Rebound Dugan. 7-point lead right now. So Rachel Alstrom with the 2 points to make this a 5-point game with 3 minutes and 55 seconds left in the third period. VCU has had the lead the entire time in this contest. Torgai, three. She knocks another one down. Denise Torgai. Every time you think Richmond is going to crawl back in it, a big three for VCU. Hill over to Alstrom. Alstrom being guarded by Parham. Over to Katie Hill being guarded by Izzy. Over to Townsend, who hands it off to Alstrom on the wing. She takes a step inside the three-point line and knocks it down. Rachel Alstrom knocks it down. 6-point game, 3 minutes and 8 seconds. Asari takes a couple dribbles inside to back it out a little bit as this game continues to wind down here in the third period. VCU up by 6. Hill guarding Asari. Asari driving. Oh, look at that pick by Izzy. Woo! Sends Katie Hill to the ground, and the shot attempt by VCU is missed, but they get the offensive rebound. Asari using the pick from Parham. They look inside with the give and go, and she can't make it go. Rebound spatters. Townsend swings it. Budnick, three, knocks it down. 3-point game. 46-49. VCU up by 3. Asari and Hill been going at it here in this period. Torgan driving. Swings it on the baseline to Lewis Utu. In the corner over to Asari in the wing, who drives it. Kicks it out to Torgan. Another three! She is on fire. Wow. Denise Torgan. 3 for 3 from the field, 4 for 4 from the field, all from the three-point line. 12 points for Denise Torgai, who has her career high at the moment with 12 points. What a performance by Torgai.
Also checking in for the Rams, also they want to get
6-point lead. Every time Richmond got a little close, a VCU three would deter them. Rachel Alstrom's three will hit off the side of the rim, and there's a battle for the rebound, and it's Tibiasu who recovers. Minute 33. Up the floor, Sotelo driving to the basket, floats it in for two. 54-46. This is a different VCU team than what we saw last year. Last year, this team was 7-22, a rough year for them. They had a lot of games, a lot of close games last year where they just missed out on wins. It could have been a completely different season. But you can tell that they have learned from that experience. They are up by 8 with a minute and 21 left in this third period. Man, what a performance here by the Rams. We'll be back in just a second.
A-10 conference time. Join us back.
Last but not least, Bates Virtual Health and Consultants LLC with Dr. Demetria Bates. You can reach her at www.batesvirtualhealth.com or by phone at 804-608-9202. Head over to our website to check out all of the great services that we can provide you. Today's broadcast is being sponsored by Hustle Indefinitely. Remember, part-time is not an option. Hustle indefinitely. This is a mindset you must keep in order to reach your goals. Reaching your goals will not be easy, and many will try to discourage you, making it more challenging, but in the end, will make you stronger mentally and physically. So no matter what, don't quit, don't give up. Remember, it's not just a clothing line, it's a way of life. Black Sheep, the new movie from Legendary Cultural Films. It's about a young hustler trying to make the transition from the streets, becomes an outcast and the target, and then it turns to war in the city. The brand new movie, Black Sheep from Legendary Cultural Films, coming out soon on Tubi. A Smidgen of Philly, located at 16450 Court Street, Amelia, Virginia, 23002. And you can reach them at the phone number 804-561-1372. They do everything Philly style. They have water ices, Italian ice, and they also do Philly cheesesteaks with a lot more products to come. So make sure you check out A Smidgen of Philly in Amelia, Virginia. Big Jack's Cooking. You can reach Big Jack at 8830 Audubon Road, Amelia, Virginia, 23002. Or reach him at phone at 804-405-0330 and by email at bigjackscooking@gmail.com. Jack once told us on the broadcast, if it's comfortable, we'll cook it. They specialize in soul food cuisine. Make sure you check out Big Jack's Cooking. Bernard's Towing. If you find yourself in a jam and need help
We are back, ladies and gentlemen. 54-46 here in the third. A minute and 12 left in the period. Dugan looking inside to Alstrom for two. Beautifully done. Tibiasu with possession over to Torgan. Over to Lewis Utsi. Her pass is knocked away. Grace Townsend up the floor. Down by 6. Over to Budnick and foul on the floor.
For the Rams, number 32, Lucia Sotelo, picks up the third personal. Third under team.
VCU bringing Mikael Parham back into the contest for Lucia Sotelo. (54-48), and the Spiders had the ball. Is knocked away, taken by Tibiasu, but we got a jump ball. On the floor right now for the Rams, it's Torgan, Lewis Utsi, Tibiasu, Parham, and Moitekite. And we have another I think Coach might have got in trouble here.
Correcting your shot clock to 27 seconds.
So they reset the shot clock to 27 seconds here. And Spiders ball, 38 seconds left in this third period. Dugan driving towards the basket against Mortikitati.
The Rams number 33, Elza Motekatita, picks up her first personal.
Excuse me, Mortikitita. So Mortikitita with the foul. 54-48. Driving inside is Ahlstrom. Her shot off the back of the rim. Rebound by Mortikitita. Tibiasu has it. 15 seconds. Shot clock is gone. And the Rams are going to save it up here for the last shot. Up by 6. Tibiasu for 3. No good. Torget with the rebound. Townsend got it, throws it up to no avail as we will head to the fourth quarter. The VCU Rams are up 54-48 over the Richmond Spiders. Fourth quarter of this contest is coming up, and what a hashtag battle of the 804 we have had today. And I cannot wait to see what we have in store here in the fourth quarter. I'm Darrell, Owens, Legacy Maker Sports Network. We'll be back in just a second.
They can also receive a free Spider Women's basketball.
Today's broadcast is being sponsored by Hustle Indefinitely. Remember, part-time is not an option. Hustle indefinitely. This is a mindset you must keep in order to reach your goals. Reaching your goals will not be easy, and many will try to discourage you, making it more challenging, but in the end, will make you stronger mentally and physically. So no matter what, don't quit, don't give up. Remember, it's not just a clothing line, it's a way of life. Black Sheep, the new movie from Legendary Cultural Films. It's about a young hustler trying to make the transition from the streets, becomes an outcast and the target, and then it turns to war in the city. The brand new movie, Black Sheep, from Legendary Cultural Films, coming out soon on Tubi. A Smidgen of Philly, located at 16450 Court Street, Amelia, Virginia, 23002, and you can reach them at the phone number 804-561-1372. They do everything Philly style. They have water ices, Italian ice, and they also do Philly cheesesteaks with a lot more products to come. So make sure you check out A Smidgen of Philly in Amelia, Virginia. Big Jack's Cooking. You can reach Big Jack at 8830 Audubon Road, Amelia, Virginia, 23002. Or reach him at phone at 804-405-0330 and by email at bigjackscooking@gmail.com. Jack once told us on the broadcast, if it's comfortable, we'll cook it. They specialize in soul food cuisine. Make sure you check out Big Jack's Cooking. Bernard's Towing. If you find yourself in a jam and need help getting your vehicle out of a tough situation, Bernard's Towing is there to help you get your car where it needs to be. Remember, call us once and be hooked. You can contact us at 804-380-2774 or at 804-495-5111.
We are back, fourth quarter underway.
Rams ball following the timeout.
VCU has possession, a 6-point lead. The Rams have held the lead the entire time of this contest. Torgan over to Lewis Uzi. Izzy. Top of the key over to Parham. And Parham will give it to Lewis Uzi, who drives inside near Dugan and might have been Dugan over there. And a 3 attempt by Torgan. She misses her first of the day. She has been on fire from three-point land. She was 4 for 4 until that attempt. Inside, Budnick looking for Dugan, and she lost control of the basketball. The road team has won this game in the last 5 games. Will that continue tonight? Right now, it looks that way. Lewis Uzi to Torgan. Inside to Izzy for 2 points. Every time Richmond gets close, VCU pulls up and pulls away just a little bit more. 56-48. Townsend with possession at the top. She takes a couple of dribbles. Looked like she thought about going inside the Budnick, working against Tibiasu. Ahlstrom being guarded by Lewis Uzi, in a little trouble here. She's got to hurry, and she gives it off to Townsend. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Townsend over to Dugan. 4 seconds on the shot clock. 3, Dugan's jump shot hits off the right side of the rim, and it's a rebound by Tibiasu. 56-48, 8 minutes and 30 seconds. VCU up by 8. Lewis Uzi took a couple dribbles, and then Ahlstrom was right there. Parham has it on the wing, takes a couple dribbles, swings it over to Lewis Uzi, who gives it to Tibiasu, back into Parham. And so, second foul on Izzy. And it will be Spiders basketball.
Also joining the VCU lineup, number 32,
56-48, 8 minutes and 10 seconds left in this fourth period. Spiders basketball. As they still try to figure out how to climb out of the hole. Townsend over to Dugan. Being guarded by Sotelo, and a great pass to the cutting Rachel Ahlstrom. 56-50. Izzy over to Asari. Being guarded by Van Arsdale, who's now in for the Spiders. Asari's jumper from the free throw line is no good. And a rebound by Van Arsdale. Over to Ahlstrom. Thought about the three, kicks it back to Van Arsdale. On the wing, who swings it all the way in the corner. Grace Townsend, 3 opportunity off the back of the rim, and it will be Spiders basketball. Okay, there was a little debate there who touched the ball last. With 7 minutes and 23 seconds on the clock. Richmond has got it as close to 2 points. At one point, it was 33-31, and that's the closest Richmond has been since it was 2-0. And Townsend's three is no good. Van Arsdale goes flying on the floor. Rebound VCU. Tibiasu lost control into the crowd.
Natalia Tunde joining the lineup for the Rams.
Seven minutes, 8 seconds left in the fourth period. 56-54 as the Rams taken out. Natalia Tunde back in the contest, and a floater there by Tibiasu makes it an 8-point game again. Right up the floor. Rachel Ahlstrom from the pass from Grace Townsend to make it a 58-52 game. 6 minutes and 47 seconds left in the period. Izzy takes a couple dribbles, being guarded by Townsend. Over to Asari on the wing. With a Tibiasu back to Asari with the corner three by Mariana Asari. 61-52. 9-point lead for the Rams. The Spiders have not been able to stop it. The three-point shot today for VCU has been, I would almost say, deadly. And a great pass from Dugan to Ahlstrom, the cutting Ahlstrom, to make it a 61-54 game. 6 minutes and 3 seconds left in the fourth. Plenty of basketball left. But VCU has played great basketball today. Sotelo. Over to Tunde. Tunde will take a couple dribbles from the wing, give it over to Tibiasu. Over to Asari, back to Tibiasu. Great ball work. Tunde for three. Off the rim, and a rebound by Townsend. Townsend looking. Dugan for the three. And the three is a no-go, but Dugan finds her way to get the offensive rebound. Ahlstrom three, knocks it down. Rachel Ahlstrom, 4-point game. 61-57 with 5 minutes and 22 seconds. And I think we're going to have ourselves a media timeout here. Spiders are down by 4. Just trying to find a way to get that first lead of the game. And time is starting to slowly but surely run out. We'll be back in here in just a second on the Legacy Maker Sports Network. VCU 61, Richmond 57 with 5 minutes and 22 seconds left on the clock.
Last but not least, Bates Virtual Health and Consultants, LLC, with Dr. Demetria Bates. You can reach her at www.batesvirtualhealth.com or by phone at 804-608-9202. Head over to our website to check out all of the great services that we can provide you. Today's broadcast is being sponsored by Hustle Indefinitely. Remember, part-time is not an option. Hustle indefinitely. This is a mindset you must keep in order to reach your goals. Reaching your goals will not be easy, and many will try to discourage you, making it more challenging, but in the end, will make you stronger mentally and physically. So no matter what, don't quit, don't give up. Remember, it's not just a clothing line, it's a way of life. Black Sheep, the new movie from Legendary Cultural Films. It's about a young hustler trying to make the transition from the streets, becomes an outcast and the target, and then it turns to war in the city. The brand new movie Black Sheep from Legendary Cultural Films, coming out soon on Tubi. A Smidgen of Philly, located at 16450 Court Street, Amelia, Virginia, 23002. And you can reach them at the phone number 804-561-1372. They do everything Philly style. They have water ices, Italian ice, and they also do Philly cheesesteaks with a lot more products to come. So make sure you check out A Smidgen of Philly in Amelia, Virginia. Big Jack's Cooking. You can reach Big Jack at 8830 Otterburn Road, Amelia, Virginia, 23002. Or reach him at phone at 804-405-0330 and by email at bigjackscooking@gmail.com. Jack once told us on the broadcast, if it's comfortable, we'll cook it. They specialize in soul food cuisine. Make sure you check out Big Jack's Cooking.
Fourth quarter. We've had ourselves quite the day. 67-57. 61-57. I got in tongue tied. But a 4-point lead for VCU with 5 minutes and 9 seconds left in this fourth period. VCU has had the lead the entire time. The Rams have been in complete control. The Spiders have crawled back a couple of times, but haven't been able to make the complete comeback. Closest they've got it is 2 points. And we have a foul on the play on Dugan as Lewis Uzi will head to the free throw line. Now, Lewis Uzi on the day, 1 for 5 from the free throw line. Her struggles have not cost the team. But you want to make those free ones, and she knocks that one down. (62-57) and misses that one. Rebound by Budnick. Up the floor to Townsend. 4 minutes and 47 seconds here on the clock. Dugan takes a couple dribbles, gives it to Ahlstrom on the far wing. Back to Dugan at the top of the key. Dugan working against Parr, will hand it off to Van Arsdale, who takes it, drives to the basket with the left and finds a way in. 61-59. Asari up the floor. We'll give it over to Louis Utsi. Utsi near the Dick Torrent Court logo here at the Richmond Spider home floor here at the Robinson. Sotelo over to Asari. Sotelo trying to call out for the pick. Takes it, one dribble, and it's a charging foul against Sotelo. Dugan laying her body on the line.
Second on the team.
62-59, three-point lead. Spiders down by 3. Townsend over to Dugan. Dugan takes a couple dribbles near the wing, over to Ahlstrom, who kicks it out to Van Arsdale. Thought about the 3. Almost lost control of it, hands it off to Dugan. Dugan with a crossover move inside. It's blocked by Asari, and she's going to get called for a foul.
The Rams number 11, Darrell Asari, picks up her second personal foul. Coming to third team foul on the Rams, 2 shots for Maggie Dugan.
And we'll see Dugan head to the line, and she knocks down the first. Maggie Dugan, who's had herself an extremely great year, definitely in the running for A10 Player of the Year. And it's early in the A10 season, but she has been absolutely phenomenal for this Richmond Spider basketball team. And she came in to this contest shooting phenomenally from the free throw line. 84% on the year. And now we have a 1-point game. Tibiasu with the falling 3 goes out of bounds. She asked the ref, I can't get that. She asked simple, can I get that? Referee said no, and they just kept on moving. 62-61. The Spiders have a chance here to take the lead for the first time in this contest. Ahlstrom, and if they do, the Robinson is gonna go crazy. Budnick over to Van Arsdale, who drives against Asari. High off the glass, rebound by Izzy. And she'll find Tibiasu up the floor. 3 minutes and 2 seconds. Over to Asari for 3. And she misses the entire rim. And you can see she might be a little bit winded. And it's a 1-point lead for VCU. VCU is 2 minutes and 55 seconds away from a coast-to-coast victory. But the Spiders may have something to say about that. Asari, Garden, Townsend, Budnick, and we've got a foul. So against Target. So Torgot is called for the foul. She'll come back out, and Tibiasu will come back in. 62-61. Budnick receives the inbound on the baseline, hands it off to Ryan. Ryan takes a couple dribbles, stops at the wing, looks inside to Dugan for the lead, and they take the lead for the first time in this contest. 63-62 Spiders. Wow. I mean, it took them all the way until the 37th minute of this contest to take the lead. Parham to Izzy, in trouble. Lewis, Utsi, corner 3, knocks it down. 65-63, 2 minutes and 5 seconds left as Townsend takes it up the floor. Goes all the way to the basket, kicks it out to Ryan. Ryan swings it to Ahlstrom. Ahlstrom over to Budnick. Budnick will hand it off to Townsend. 2-point game. Spiders down by 2. Handoff, Dugan. What a pass by Grace Townsend. Beautiful give and go. You saw a cutting Dugan to the basket, and Townsend with a great court vision to make this a 65-65 game with 1:25. I knew we were going to get another one. I just had a feeling in all my heart we had another classic here. And we've got a foul.
Spiders foul, number 20. Pressing kickball.
And we'll have Ryan come out, and the NASCAR package is back in here with Townsend and Van Arsdale. 65-65. VCU basketball. Oh, and the ball is last touch there by VCU. Somebody lost control over there in the corner. I wasn't able to see it from here, but somebody lost control in the corner, and it is Spiders basketball. 1:13. Coach Russell and Coach Bethel Boyle are barking out directions on the sideline, trying to get both of their respective teams to close this one out. But I ain't gonna lie to you, overtime is starting to look real, real possible. Townsend driving on the left side, working against Izzy. What a great pass, to Dugan, lost control. Townsend 3, knocked it down! Grace Townsend for 3! The Spiders have a 68-65 lead. Wow, Grace Townsend. Man, I was talking earlier about, Maggie Dugan making her case for A10 Player of the Year, but man, Grace Townsend, what a shot. She has had herself a day. 19 points for Grace Townsend, coming off of her 26-point performance that she had against George Washington last Saturday. And VCU, who had the lead for 37 minutes in this contest, pretty much from the beginning all the way to the last 2 minutes and 27 seconds, now see themselves down by 3. A Spiders team that just did not give up. But hey, look, let me tell you something right now. This VCU team is not gonna let this go easy. 2 of the toughest teams in the Atlantic 10, and I just got a feeling that even though we do see them one more time at the Siegel Center, I feel like we're definitely gonna see themselves deep in the A10 tournament. You may call me a little biased. I mean, getting a chance to see these teams all the time, but both teams are really good. 68-65, 47.2 seconds left in the fourth. So it looked like they made a little bit of adjustment on the clock. It was 47.2, but they've changed it to 48 seconds exactly. And VCU has the basketball in. Whoa. So they had a little bit of an issue. They had to fix it. So it's actually 48.8 seconds. So that gives VCU a little bit of extra time. 0.8 seconds to be exact. Tibiasu has control. Working against Townsend, looking to Asar, who drives the baseline to Izzy inside. She almost lost control. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Her shot is no good. Rebound Dugan. VCU is looking. They want them to foul quick. And so I don't know if they're going to give her the timeout or they're going to call the foul first. And it looks like, okay, they did give her the timeout.
30-second timeout.
So with 22.9 seconds, the Spiders have a 3-point lead. And at one point, we were wondering if the Spiders would ever be able to climb out of the hole, and they have. But VCU, I'm just telling you, VCU is not out of this just yet. So with 22.9 seconds, VCU down by 3. Spiders up 68-65. So the Spiders will be taking the ball out. It looks like that's Townsend, Ryan, Ahlstrom, Budnick, and Dugan on the floor for the Spiders. Asari, Sotelo, Lewis Utsi, Parham, and Tibiasu on the floor for VCU. And we have another timeout. This time, I believe this one is by Coach Russell. He'll call his, it might just be his second timeout here in the last minute or so. We'll be back here in just a second. 22.9 seconds. VCU down by 3. Spiders up 68-65.
This will be a full timeout.
Last but not least, Bates Virtual Health and Consultants LLC with Dr. Demetria Bates. You can reach her at www.batesvirtualhealth.com or by phone at 804-608-9202. Head over to our website to check out all of the great services that we can provide you.
So here we are, 68-65. Spiders with a 3-point lead. Ryan trying to get it in, and Budnick is going to be the one that is fouled by the Rams.
VCU foul number 11.
And so Eddie Budnick is going to head to the free throw line.
Spiders are in the bonus, so Eddie Budnick will have 2 shots. Katie Hill checks in for the Spiders, along with number 22, Jennifer Neza.
A couple of substitutions. Like Izzy
2 shots.
coming back into the contest. Sotelo also coming back in. Katie Hill is in the contest for Richmond. And she knocks it down. It's a 4-point lead for Richmond. Unbelievable. What a game this has been. She knocks them both down. 5-point lead for Richmond. And, you know, Dugan, who's coming to this season shooting lights out from the free throw line. And right now it's 27 for 29 on the season, shooting over 92%. What a year she's having from the free throw line. So 20.9 seconds on the clock. We have VCU down by 5. And it's got to be a little bit disheartening for VCU because they controlled this contest for at least 37 minutes. And it wasn't, that was when the Spiders were able to get the lead for the first time. The energy changed just a little bit. Right now, they're just a couple seconds away from pulling this off. But man, this is only the first matchup between these two. They will see each other again on Valentine's Day from the Siegel Center. You know, next game for VCU after this one, it will be against Davidson on Sunday at 2 p.m. Richmond is going to see St. Joseph's on Saturday at 2 p.m. and then back home against Massachusetts on the 10th. Inside, the shot is blocked. That was Mahia Harrison. Her shot is blocked. First time she's seen action in this contest. And VCU is forced to foul with 14 seconds, and guess who's going to the line? Well, there might be Addie Budnick going to the free throw line, I believe. And yes. No, so no, actually, excuse me, Grace Townsend is going to head to the free throw line. What a performance today by the Spiders. They're on a 7-0 run right now, 13-3 run in the last 4 minutes and 17 seconds. And the free throw knocked down by Grace Townsend. And the way this is looking, it will be the first time the home team has won in the last 5 meetings, if they can hold on. Townsend knocks it down, 72-65. Tibiasu driving under some pressure. Asari, 3. No. A traveling violation against VCU. And that's it. That's going to be pretty much it here. What a game. We got everything that I thought we would get in this contest. The Richmond Spiders, ladies and gentlemen, will pull this one off and win it 72-65 over VCU. And I'm going to tell you right now, just the way this went down here in the last couple of minutes, I'm absolutely blown away, because 37 minutes of this VCU team holding rank. They held control. They were in control. And in the end, we see a VCU team that just could not hold on, as the Richmond Spiders will win this one 72-65. And we had some really, really big performances today on the Richmond side of things. Let's talk about Grace Townsend. 21 points, 6 for 13 from the field, 5 for 8 from the three-point line, 4 for 4 from the free throw line, 7 assists and 5 rebounds for Townsend. What a day for Grace. Back-to-back games. She's getting things started in the A-10 off just right as they take game 1 of the hashtag battle of the 804. Then Addie Budnick, 12 points on the day. She went 4 for 8, knocked down a couple of free throws. Maggie Dugan, 10 points, 7 rebounds, 8 assists. She almost had a triple-double, did Maggie Dugan. Van Arsdale with 9, and Rachel Olstrom, 20 points, 9 for 12 from the field, and 3 rebounds. For the VCU Rams, they had Lewis Utsi with 11 points. Maria Anna Asari had 10. Lucia Sotelo had 9, tying her career high. Sarah Tibiasu had 8. And a rough day for Tibiasu. 0 for 8 from three-point line, and she's usually someone that can hit the 3 well. 4 for 15 from the floor, so a tough day for her. And, you know, when those two guards, Asari and Tibiasu, are not going along with Lewis Utsi, it could make for a tough day. Even though they held strong throughout, it just couldn't go. Then Denise Torgot came in. She went 4 for 5 from the three-point line, having 12 points, leading all scorers for VCU. And then Jennifer Iza had 9 points on the day with 3 rebounds. Well, that's it, ladies and gentlemen, from the Robinson. Center. Final score from this one. The VCU Rams fall just a little short here after a great performance. The Spiders with the comeback, winning 72-65 here from the Robinson Center. My name is Darrell Owens. Thank you all for tuning in for another contest here. We'll be back next week as they take on Massachusetts. We'll be back for the 11 o'clock game, and then we're going to have a VCU game here soon, which we will announce here in the upcoming days. Once again, everybody, thank you all for tuning in. I'm Darrell Owens, Legacy Maker Sports Network.